Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Well, I hope you're all doing really well. My name's Guy and welcome to Web of the Week, where we try our hardest to make the internet, the World Wide Web, as simple and easy as possible for everyone so that we can all make the most out of these wonderful resources and positive stories that there are out there, all together. Wow, can you believe it? It's already been 20 weeks since we first set out on our mission. That means 20 different editions, 200 new wows and positive and uplifting stories, some lovely feedback and conversations with all of you, but overall a lot of fun. It's been fantastic, but it's also left me a lot of time to think about a lot of things and ask myself a lot of questions. One of those questions has been, how am I able to use this tool, which is the internet or the World Wide Web, or maybe it's a mix of both, to be able to communicate with you guys and also receive your feedback. And that completely fascinated me. So today I thought I'd share with you what I found about what the internet is, how it's different to the World Wide Web, and what it's all about. Welcome back to Web of the Week, where our aim is to put smiles on your faces by providing the most uplifting wows from the internet. Do you know what the internet is, or the World Wide Web? Well, the first thing that I found out when doing my research is that I didn't know enough. I used to use the words interchangeably because I thought they were roughly the same thing, but in fact they're not. If you know what these things are, press pause now on the screen, scroll down to the comments and let us know what your thoughts are. Then come back to us, watch the video and see whether we agree on the same vision of both. Let's start off by looking at what is the internet. Well, when I first searched for what is the internet on the internet or on the web, this is the first photo that I came across. Is this amazing? Is it confusing? Is it impressive? What are the dots? And what are these lines connecting the dots? But overall, what is the internet therefore? So, before the 1970s, we actually already had computers. I haven't seen one before, but maybe you have. So these computers actually didn't communicate together. They were doing different calculations and doing loads of things, but actually never communicated together. So in the 1970s, a bunch of very intelligent people, certainly a lot more intelligent than me, got together to find out how they could get these computers, or what we call networks, to communicate together. They wanted to link the computers all across the world. So it was international. And then they thought, well, we're linking networks across the world, and that's international, so that becomes inter-network. And there you go, that's the internet. So our computers across the world, or networks, are linked together thanks to thousands and thousands of miles of cables, sometimes the size of your garden hose. So can you imagine? We are potentially talking to each other. You're watching my video thanks to your garden hose. And even better, your garden hose may be running below the ocean. So we may be communicating from France to England to America, all thanks to a garden hose running beneath the ocean. Well, I thought that was incredible. What we all need to remember is that the internet is the infrastructure that allows computers to communicate together. So now that we know what the internet is, what is the World Wide Web? So I could say to you, the World Wide Web is an information system on the internet which allows documents to be connected to other documents by hypertext links, enabling the user to search for information by moving from one document to another. Well, that's a bit abstract, isn't it? Well, in fact, the World Wide Web is a lot simpler, and it's just a way of collecting, sharing, and viewing absolutely all of the information that there is out there on the internet. I like to think of it like an encyclopedia with absolutely all of the information that you can imagine in it. And in fact, this encyclopedia is accessible at any time and to anyone across the whole world. In fact, I was actually quite embarrassed as I was looking for an encyclopedia to show you on this video, but I couldn't find one, and that's because the World Wide Web has really become our encyclopedia. Now, this encyclopedia can grow every day, and anyone can add anything to it by adding a website. Some other people use the metaphor of the sea to compare the World Wide Web with, and that's because it's absolutely massive. It's across the whole world and allows us to communicate and share information all together. And in fact, that is where the expression surfing the web comes from. So this is how I'm going to remember it. The internet is the means, it's the infrastructure that allows us to communicate, just like our surfboard or a boat. And that allows us to surf the sea or the ocean of information, which is the World Wide Web. Oh, damn. So that means that I've been getting it wrong all along. We're not trying to make the internet as simple as possible. We're trying to make the World Wide Web as simple and easy as possible to use so that we can all benefit from the World Wide Web thanks to the internet. Well, I found that absolutely fascinating, and I hope that you did too. But don't worry if you didn't, as the fundamental is that you now have this massive encyclopedia ready at your fingertips for you to explore, either with us here at Web of the Week or by yourself. If you have any questions or feedback, let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, please do click like and subscribe. And until next time, happy surfing!